Hello, I am Anhar and today I am going to interview Harsh. Hello guys. So before starting this interview, I would like to take your consent as this interview will be uploaded on social media. Yes, you have my full consent and I allow it. So my first question for you is that what games are played by boys and girls and are girls allowed to play with boys? Majorly in our country, we play football, and most appreciated game that we play is cricket. And as of the second question, yes, girls and boys do play together. Till what age are boys and girls allowed to study? And do they aspire to learn more? There's no definite age of our studying, and yes, we do aspire a lot in this young generation to study. If resources were limited, whose education is prioritized? It depends upon the household and who's willingly ready to study and willingly ready to aspire to learn. We mostly prioritize them, but it depends upon households. At what age are girls and boys allowed to go out alone? And at what time are they expected to come back? Usually in our country, around 13 to 14, boys and girls are both allowed to go out, and upon the time, it depends upon the various households and how they see the appropriate timing according to them. What age were they allowed to go out? 13, 14. 13, 14. Like what age for you? For me, it was 12 and 13, around that. Okay. How strong is the punishment given to a girl versus a boy? Majorly, it is mostly gender biased, but in some households, they do not treat women or men differently, and majorly they give equal punishments nowadays. Okay. What is that in your household? In my household, it is majorly treated equally, and my parents are open-minded. Who is more interested in studies? Was he or she supported by the family? In my family, mostly my sister was more appropriate in studies, and she used to usually study a lot. And yes, she was supported by my family. How commonly do women enroll in the army willingly? It is not a definite number, nor I can say it is common, nor it is rare. It is in between of the majorly in army that women enroll. Are girls and boys treated equally in your family? Yes, girls and boys are equally treated in our family, and yes. On what basis? On the basis of food, on the basis of studies, on the basis of rights, and on the basis of going like out and like coming home. Mostly they are treated equally. Mostly we are treated equally. Are there differences in the types of high schools girls and boys choose? If yes, specify the differences. The differences in high schools are there. We have all boys, we have all girls, and we have mixed schools. And yes, families usually go for all boys if there is a boy, and usually go for all girls if there's a girl. But sometimes, and mostly nowadays, they enroll for both, which is specifically there is no reason for it. They are usually done for the engagement and to allow to be open along with boys and girls and mixture of parents. Do men and women have equal opportunities in the workforce? Earlier, there used to be a lot of gender biasness, but usually now in the metropolitan cities, there is less gender biasness. It has improved a lot, but it depends upon the states and the sector. The sector majorly, for example, you take IT. It is more men dominant, and it is a bit tough for women to achieve their goals in that sector and achieve a job in that sector. So yeah, it is biased, but it has improved and it will gradually improve as time goes on. Okay. Do both genders contribute to household chores? Yes, I feel both genders should contribute to household chores, and that will approve a connectivity towards each other and also would help the family along. Like usually in your house? Usually in my house, yes, we do distribute the household chores, and I do like some like mopping sometimes or cleaning, or like my sister used to do dishes. Yes. Is it divided equally or unequally? No, it is majorly in my household divided equally. As of the other households, it might differ. Has the position of women changed due to government intervention? the position of women in sectoral life, yes, they have improved. They can go to jobs. They have allowed more opportunities, and the gender biasness on women, the forcefulness on women, has decreased quite a lot due to the opportunities given by government and the laws given by government.
So, like you are saying that they have more freedom.
Yes, they have gotten their freedom, and also they have achieved like a sense of, that they have the freedom, they can speak, they have the right to speak if they have the problem with family.
So, my last question for you is that do you think the next generation has more freedom than yours?
The next generation, yes, they have more freedom than us because they are parents. The coming generation parents will be more open-minded, and they will have more access to the internet and social media and learn more about the modern things that are coming up.
Okay. So, like, you are basically saying that they have less boundaries than we have.
Yes, they
Our
will.
generation.
Yes, they will have less boundaries, and they will also have less holding back, and they will get to explore more along as they go in their lives
Compared to us.
compared to us. Yes.
Yeah. So, thank you for your time, Harsh. Uh, yeah, on this note, I would like to end this interview.
Hello, my name is Malhar and today I'm going to interview Mukul.
Hello everyone.
So before starting this interview, Mukul, I would like to take your consent as this interview will be uploaded on social media.
Yes, you have my consent.
Yeah, so my first question for you is that what games are played by boys and girls? And are girls allowed to play with boys?
Yes, there are multiple games and sports played by boys and girls. Most common of them are sports such as football and cricket, and more traditional sports such as kho and kabaddi. And yes, boys and girls are allowed to play together.
Till what age are boys and girls allowed to study? And do they aspire to learn more?
Yes, there isn't a certain age which limits a child's education, and yes, the children are. Sorry.
Basically, it's on their will.
Yes, it's on the children. It depends on the individual and it's on the child's will.
And do they aspire to learn more?
Yes, they in most cases they do aspire to learn more.
Okay. If resources are limited, whose education is prioritized?
There isn't a certain bias in terms of gender for the in terms of education, and if there isn't if there are financial issues and restraints, then it depends on the child which is more interested in studying.
Okay. At what age are girls and boys allowed to go out alone? And at what time are they expected to come back?
At the ages of 13 to 14, children are allowed to go out alone, and the time, if you ask, then it is the evening time around 7 o'clock before dinner.
Is this the same timings for you?
Yes, it was the case for me. I was expected to come home by 7 o'clock, in most cases 7:30 or 8.
Okay. Who is more interested in studies? Was he or she supported by their family?
Yes, my sister and me both are interested in studies, and everyone is supported by the family equally.
Okay. How commonly do women enroll in the army willingly?
Women do enroll in the army willingly, and it's usually moderate cases. Yes.
Okay. Are girls and boys treated equally in your family?
Yes, boys and girls are treated in our family, and as it is a part of our culture, it has been like for many generations.
Okay. Are there differences in the types of high school girls and boys chose? If yes, specify the differences.
There are basically three different types of high schools: all boys schools, all girls schools, and then co-ed schools or co-educational institutes, wherein both boy child and the girl child study together. Most children in India study in co-ed institutes, and but it depends on the will of the family. Yes,
Okay.
connectivity of their house to the nearby educational institute.
Do men and women have equal opportunities in the workforce?
Yes, men and women do have equal opportunities in the workforce, but there are very rare cases in which there are certain discrimination, but that happens in rural areas.
Okay. Do both genders contribute to household chores?
Yes, both genders do contribute to household chores, and it is usually it depends on the situation, and but it is normal for both genders to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has the position of women changed due to government intervention?
Yes, the position of women has changed due to government intervention as initiatives by government, which change people's mentality, and people are becoming less conservative with time.
Okay. Do you think the next generation has more freedom than yours?
Yes, the next generation definitely has more freedom than our generation, as they'll have a more liberal environment and they'll have less conservative family members.
On what basis?
Since they'll have more technology and they'll be connected with the social media more, they'll have more resources than us.
Okay. So that's all. Thank you for your time, Mukul.
Thank you, Malhar.
And on this note, I would like to end this interview.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Swarit.
Good morning, everyone.
So, Swarit, before beginning this interview, I would like to have your consent as this video will be uploaded on social media.
Yeah, my name is.
So, beginning with the first question, what games are nowadays played by boys and girls? And are girls allowed to play with the boys?
So boys usually prefer sports like cricket and football. On the other hand, girls prefer board games like carom. And yeah, girls are allowed to play with boys if they choose to.
And then one more question that can girls play boys that are typically played by the boys?
The sports that
The
boys
sports
play.
that are actually played with the boys. Can girls play that?
Yeah, they can.
So there is no restriction on girls can only play these particular games and not the others.
No, there are no restrictions. They can choose what they want to play.
And then till what age are girls and boys allowed to study? Like are there any age restrictions?
No, there are no age restrictions. They can study as far as they wish.
And do they have an aspiration to learn even more? So like if they have a master's and if they want to have a PhD, do people have a wish to actually have that?
Girls have more aspirations. They want to learn more. So, yeah.
Then a question is, if women do something that is stereotypically male dominated, is it considered optional, ki chalega, it's fine, necessary, that it should happen and nobody has any problems with that, or inappropriate? It won't be
Usually, nobody has problems with that.
So if nowadays women do something that is stereotypically male dominated, it's considered that it's fine. There's no problem with that now. So there's a gender equality that's coming now, right?
Yeah.
And nowadays, if resources of the parents are limited, whose education is typically more preferred or prioritized? Or is it that nobody is like that? So if resources are limited, both of them are on equal priorities.
Yeah, both of them are on equal priority.
Great. Then, at what age are girls and boys allowed to go out alone, and what time are they expected to come back?
So for boys, it's usually at 12 years of age. On the other hand, for girls, it's 14 years of age, and both are expected to come back by 9 years.
Okay, so it's just nearly the same.
Yeah.
Then, in case of a problem or a tension between the two, whose gender is receiving maximum support?
In today's world, women receive maximum support.
Okay. So now the world is actually changing from being stereotypically male dominated to actually supporting the women and then bringing a gender equality.
Yeah.
Great. Then, in case of a punishment, how strong is the punishment given to a boy versus a girl?
So boys given a stronger, a tougher punishment as compared to girls.
So, you want to say that right now, women are typically more on a safer side.
Yeah.
And they're not given as tough punishments as boys. Correct. Okay. Who amongst the two genders is more interested in studies?
It's usually the women who are more interested in studies.
And what are the men then typically interested more in?
They are typically more interested in sports.
Okay. And then are women's studies or men's sports, are they supported by the family?
Yeah, both are supported by them.
So if women want to pursue a career which is on a very high level, like a research kind of a thing, so they are supported by the family. And if the men want to pursue a career in sports like cricket, are they supported by the family?
Both of these situations depend on the economic and the financial condition of the family.
But then if the financial and economical conditions are okay, then they are allowed.
Yeah,
Right?
they are allowed.
There are no restrictions that you can't do anything which is more than a particular level.
No, there are no such restrictions.
What are the man's future goals compared to a woman's?
So, a man prefers to, in terms of career aspiration.
Yeah.
A man wants to pursue a career in sports or some other field,
Or even computers.
or even computers, technology, something on that field.
And as far as I know, even women are pursuing careers in the same direction also.
Women are more interested in science backgrounds.
Then what does the society expect them to do? Like, does society expect them to do something which is not their wish?
So in today's world, the society gives them the freedom to choose whatever they want to become. So they choose their own career.
Okay. So now the society is not imposing restrictions on women that you should only do this or you can't do that, right?
No, there are no such restrictions.
And are girls and boys treated equally in your family? Or are there any gender inequalities that still take place?
No, they are treated equally in the family.
Great. During the high school, are there any differences in the type of subjects girls and boys choose?
It depends on their own interests, but yeah, typically boys prefer in academics, boys prefer maths while women prefer science. That is what.
Do both the genders contribute to household chores?
Yeah, both the genders contribute, but it's mostly the women doing the household chores.
Okay. But before, like in our previous generations, we've seen that it's typically the women who do all the household chores while the men actually focus on the outside areas. But nowadays, as you said, men are also helping the women in household chores.
Yeah.
Right? Has the position of women changed due to government interventions?
Yeah, the position of women has changed due to introduction of new government policies. There has been equality between the two genders.
And do you think the next generation of yours will have more freedom and more gender equality than ours?
Yeah, because if we compare generations, in the previous generation, there was hardly any equality, but as compared to today, there has been an equality between the two genders. So the next generation will definitely have.
So you want to say the graph continues to go
Yeah.
upwards. Great. Thank you Swarat for the interview and thank you everyone.